Welcome, everybody. It's Dr. Deanna Carroll Smith, your pharmacist and patient advocate, and I am here to discuss with you the top 3 mistakes that cause your prescriptions not to be covered or even medical services to be denied from your insurance company. These are the top 3 things that I have seen that in my experience and in my profession, I have seen over and over that causes the prescription not to be covered. And so the first one, let's go ahead and get into the first one. The first one is not providing your doctor or your healthcare provider with your medical history. So the first thing is providing the medical history. Now this includes your prescription history. Now with the prescription history, especially if you're not taking a certain medication anymore, if you have a chronic condition and you've been on many medications in the past, make sure that those medications you give that list to your doctor. Along with that list, if you remember, if it worked, if the medication didn't work, why did you stop taking it? Are you still taking it? Providing your doctor with, if you had side effects to that medication, providing your medical history is very, very important. A lot of times I like to say what's missing is missing. So provide your doctor with your medical history, your prescription history, and even go into detail if you can about what was going on with the medications. Other key things to provide is your family history, providing that thoroughly if you can. Is there diabetes running in your family? Any cardiovascular or heart problems running in your family? Make sure you provide that to your doctor as well. The other thing is social history. Do you have a history of smoking? Do you smoke? Also answering the questions of alcohol drinking or consumption. Do you drink socially? How many times a week do you drink? Did you drink a lot in the past? These are all key things as well to make sure you give your doctor. Another thing you want to make sure you're giving your doctor is your quality of life. Now, what does that mean? Explaining to your doctor your daily activities. Do you ache some days? Are you stressed? Is your house full of kids? What does your daily routine look like? So your quality of life is your quality of life. I don't want to say you have to give them a measurement, but you just clearly letting your doctor know what your life looks like is very important. So we talked about making sure you provide your family history, medical history, prescription history. Specifically with prescription history, we want to make sure if we're not taking certain medications anymore, and if we have a history of any side effects or how it worked or what issues you had in the past with those medications, make sure you also give that to your doctor. All right, so first thing is providing medical history. Second thing is making sure that stuff is documented. I cannot tell you how many times I can, talk to a patient or a client and they're saying all of this information that's not documented. Documentation goes a long way. We know all about documentations from, a lease that we may sign or, prenup, whatever. Documentation is so important to explain your case at a later date, and just having those things in place is super important with your insurance company so they know, not just from, how will they know if it's not documented, right? Lastly is submitting that information. So you've given the information, we have it documented, it has to be submitted. If it's not submitted to your insurance company, that is the reason why it may not be covered. If they don't know, then how will they know to make a decision, all right? So thank you for listening for these 3 common mistakes that I see all the time that prevents people from having paid claims through their insurance company. Now, if you are one of those people that make sure that all this is in place and you've given the history, that's documented and is submitted, and your insurance does not cover it, maybe one because it's just not on their formulary, or there may be some other reasons step therapy. I know these may be terms you may not understand, but I go over this in my course. And so but what you can do at this point, if it's not covered, you can appeal. What is appealing? Appealing is simply a request to your insurance company for them to review a denied claim, in this case, your prescription that's not covered, or your medical office visit that wasn't covered. Now, I'm not talking about when you have to pay your copay. You can't really appeal your copay. I'm talking about nothing, nada was covered, and it's due to it not being a covered cost, or maybe they said, you know, something was missing. So this is when you can do an appeal. Like I said, it's simply a request to your insurance to review the denied claim and to get an overturned decision by providing maybe additional information or having them review that request, okay? That usually requires a letter. Sometimes it can be done verbally. I highly recommend for it to be in a letter, as we talked about, something in writing, right? So if you are wanting more information regarding appealing, I have a course that you can take that goes over thoroughly the process of appealing, how to write a letter of appeal, and I also go over how to appeal for medical claims, meaning not just your prescription not being covered, but a medical claim or an office visit, an ER visit, learning how to read the explanation of benefits to help you appeal. All right, it's really fun. And I love sharing this information, and I want you to win so that you can get the care that you may need and help you financially, or be put on the or be able to take and have access to the medication that was denied. So that may be better for you. All right. So let's get started. If you or someone you know would like to learn more about appealing, take my course called Appealing for You. No, my business is called Appealing for You, but how to appeal for uncovered costs. All right, I will leave the link below, and y'all have a great day. Hope to see you in the course. Hope to help you out. Thanks.